Hi, so now we have Power Grid. We're going to be analyzing Power Grid on the daily time frame. That's the execution time frame. The reason is we've got this alert on our Telegram channel for a swing trade. Now, we call it a swing trade, but this is also, it's a long-term holding stock, right? So because we're going to be holding this for at least a couple of months, 1 or 2 months until we hit our target, or until we see a bearish crossover or a bearish reversal. Let's start analyzing this on the monthly time frame. We do this on monthly, weekly, and daily time frame. Execute our trade. That means take our buying decision on the daily time frame. So let's see on the monthly time frame what does it look like. Monthly time frame right now it's looking quite bearish. Power Grid. I made this mistake in one of the previous videos as well. It is looking bullish right now. You will see that again. This is a 2008 listing stock, 2008, 2007. Very heavy consolidation throughout this region, right? And then after that, now it is resuming into a bullish trend. Now you'll see that the stock has spent quite a few months in a bearish, in a bearish downtrend. The entire, I think, the year of 2020 has been bearish for this stock. After that, it has resumed an upward, or it has begun a new upward trend. This is a bullish crossover on the monthly time frame. Since Jan 2021 up until this year entirely has been a good bullish momentum for this stock. On the weekly time frame, we will see that again from this, from last year, again Jan 2021. This has from this year, throughout this year has continued to stay bullish with a good support on the 20 period moving average. Very good support being taken on the 20 EMA here. And now we'll go on to the daily time frame, right? On the daily time frame, what are we looking at? On the daily time frame, we're looking at this long-term phase 1 uptrend. Phase 2 on the downtrend, that means it has taken a small bearish move from October to the entire month of November. And then from here, half a month of November, and now it's starting to pull up. A very good fresh entry signal for us here. I think we keep looking for first-hand entries. This is a first-hand entry. After this bearish crossover, after this bearish move, you see a bullish crossover on the daily time frame. But before that, let's see our overall time frame, overall trend, right? On the daily time frame, we are comfortably above the 200 period moving average band. That is the 200 EMA high. This is the green region. If we're above the green region, we take the bias that we are going to be only in buying trades and not selling trades. We're going to be buying this stock at a good right time. Let's see where the support and resistances are. Key supports, we're looking for a key support, right? You see that the 50 EMA has been providing good support to this stock. Wherever and whenever it touches the 50 EMA, it somehow bounces back. It has tried to close below the 50 EMA, but somehow bounced back up, and now it has taken a good support here, and it will keep moving up above the 50 EMA. That's what we're assuming. In fact, you'll see that at all points 50 EMA has been a good strong support region. Of course, not exactly at 50 EMA the bounce has come, but it has stayed a little distance below that and then moved back up. So we've seen this move again here. 20 EMA is above 50 EMA, 50 EMA is above 200 EMA. Very good strong bullish moves. In the current price is closing above the 80 EMA. Now, what are we looking for on the daily time frame? On the execution time frame, we're looking for a bullish crossover. We've allowed the prices to move up. Then we've had a pullback where there is a retest on the average prices. There is a lower high and a lower low being formed, and after this there is a resulting pullback failure, right? Again here, there is a little bit of a resistance coming from this supply area where prices have actually dropped after touching 209, 208, 209. This is exactly where the price is trying to reach again. If it breaks out of this, we're looking at a very strong resumption of the bullish trend because it has to break this. In fact, it has tried once at this point, come back down, now picked up momentum, and looking to go back up again. All the stocks that we've analyzed today, 30th of November, we see that this is a consistent pattern across, right? So it's not just maybe the stock, but also the entire market that is trying to do this. But these stocks are the stocks that we've filtered out on the basis of a lot of things. So quite bullish. Now, only thing that we need to wait for is breaking this, if it breaks this high tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and then moves up. But very easy to, I think, assume that we can take an entry here at the bullish pullback failure. And once the pullback failure has happened, that is this close above the high of the previous pullback candle, where there is a ring low being formed, we can take the entry here and around these 206 levels, and let's see what our exit levels could be, right? Our stop loss and targets. Now for this, I will need to apply the stop loss line. We are taking a standard configuration of the 1.75 line. That's fine. I think for now we should be sticking to this. We can bring this to the SL multiplier setup of up to 3. If we bring it up to 3, we'll see that the stop loss dips lower, but gives us more safety, more cushioning for any kind of breathing that the stock does in between, right? But in these uncertain markets, let's keep a strict stop loss. Of course, we are confident of this trade based on our setup, but let's keep a strict stop loss. So I'm bringing this back to 1.75, the standard configuration on the stop loss line, and it's a little above the 50 EMA. This is a cause of concern. What we could do is we could bring the we could find our stop loss to the nearest lower level of this step line, but for now I'm just going to keep it here. For now we're just going to keep it here, and this is the line just below the entry candle, and from here, where of course once this breaks the all-time high, we're going to be seeing 1:2, 1:3, but for now we look at a 1:1. Perfect. 1:1 levels, that is around 223. That should be our first target. Again, this is not a buy recommendation. Huge disclaimer. This is only these videos are only created for our bootcamp participants who are who already know the setup, who've learned the process, and who are trading the plan, right? So if you're not sure about what has been spoken about in this video, please skip. It's all right. I mean, you can reach out to us and clarify why we're talking about this, how we're talking about this, and on what basis we're looking at these buy signals. But this in no way is a financial advice or an investment advice for anybody. You will do your own analysis, and please take your own make your own decisions to buy or sell. But based on our setup, this is what we have got, the entry at around 206, 207 levels. If you want to really be safe, you can wait for the stock to close above 210 tomorrow, and from here you can take a good entry. It doesn't matter, you're going to lose just a few points, but we can cover it up because we're going to be after this quite confident that this stock is in a good bullish momentum. So that's about it for Power Grid. Looking very good because this is a fresh bullish crossover. So I think this is something. This is a stock to watch out for. So these are the levels. Please do your own analysis and see if you can take a trade on this. Thank you so much.